first thing to do when you're making a cushion cover is to put the zip in. Don't try and do that afterwards, obviously it doesn't work. We've got a zipper foot which is only half a foot. A normal foot would have 2 parts to it, so you're stitching between the 2 feet. With a zipper foot you're only stitching along one side of the foot because you have to allow for the fact that the zipper is there. So we need to make sure that we can get as close to the zipper as we can without encroaching on it. So the zipper foot, we're stitching onto the face of the fabric rather than onto the back because we're going to turn it through so that you can't see any of the zip. I'm using a neutral coloured thread because you're not going to see any of it. And then it's simply a case of lining it up with the edge of the fabric. With any kind of making for curtains, anything else, cushions, whatever, the most important part is the cutting. Once you cut it straight, the sewing is remarkably easy in comparison. So once that's finished off, we've got a nice straight edge which runs right along the edge of the zip. To do the opposite of that, the other side, we're going to take the zipper apart. No zipper in it at the moment, obviously. We're going to put that in afterwards. But we need to make it the opposite of what we've just done. So we're going to turn the other one through and do the same thing again. Okay. So again, just a straight stitch, lining everything up. Reversing over the first few stitches to seal it and lock it. And then just a straight stitch. Locate it. When those 2 pieces now come together, like that, they'll come through and the zipper will be hidden between those 2 pieces. The next thing to do is put the zipper in and then stitch it over the ends to seal the zipper in. And once that's in place, it's simply a case of stitching around the edges to seal the rest of the cushion. And there's the zip inside the cushion cover. So we need to make sure that these edges of the zip are covered. That will stop the zip flying out of the end, obviously. So that's going to get stitched into place. Run back over it a few times, and that's now held in place. So when the zipper comes all the way back, can't go any further. Did sew at the other end. And all I'm doing is pulling the fabric together over the top of the zipper so that it meets. Holds it in place. So now the zipper back right at either. Very simple job then, just to seal the 3 edges by stitching down all 3 sides. It's like shopping channel. Beautiful stripy fabric, you've got a nice line to follow. Straight across the bottom. making sure the zip's open. If you don't open it, when you come to try and open it, you'll have a bit of difficulty getting past the zip because you've already closed it off. Snip. The ends of the zip off. Turn through. And there's a very simple cushion cover. With the zip